And Professor. This video is to complete the assignment about the needs assessment. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So I'm sorry if I have to look over because I'm reading what I typed to make sure that I cover everything. Okay, so the audience for the needs assessment to be developed is an after-school program for at-risk youth between the ages of 13 through 17. Overall, the program design outcome developed from this needs assessment intends to assist in replacing protective factors and risk factors that enhance youth development while encouraging critical thinking skills and interpersonal communication that help to ensure later success for the target population. So through this program development, youth will be given a chance to envision future opportunities and will be provided with skills, training, and experiences to make these opportunities a reality. Okay, so to help determine if this type of after-school educational program benefits youth during non-school hours, I read that Heath and Roach in 1998 conducted a 12-year study to answer this question. So what happens in learning environments outside of school that attracts young people to sustain performance, participation, and productions of high quality? This is the question that they asked. So over a decade, approximately 35,000 young people in 125 youth-based organizations were sampled in 34 regions of the country. The research included 200 broad-based case studies of youth that extended for at least 3 years and 70 detailed case studies. So the findings presented a unique way of looking at after-school or non-school activities and programs providing developmental, meaningful activities for at-risk youth. So that was the research from Heath and Roach. So studies also indicated that many problems can be prevented if these risk factors and program strategies are addressed and identified. Similarly, protective factors can also buffer youth from adverse outcomes by minimizing risk or by developing resiliency to the risk. So identifying and building on an individual's protective factors can also be an effective prevention strategy. Examples of protective factors include individual characteristics such as temperament, healthy benefits, definite standards, and bonding. And that was off of the research for Capuzzi and Gross. So moving forward, some of the main goals that will be for this program are taken from the needs assessment would be to reduce and prevent the incidence of youth delinquency, crime, and other problematic behaviors. So these problematic behaviors are including but not limited to substance abuse, truancy, teen pregnancy, and dropping out of school. The needs assessment will also strive to design a multi-component program that includes life skills training and practical experiences that will strengthen and develop the positive bonds of youth to their families, schools, and communities during after-school hours and in the summer. So addressing these answered questions, meaning the needs assessment by the school social workers, the interview will indicate that the target population of youth are at risk of delinquency and they are economically disadvantaged. So that's what I'm trying to draw out of the needs assessment. So when I draw conclusions of the need, this program should allow them to practice and develop their linguistic, cognitive, social, and citizenship abilities and skills. I got that from the At-Risk Youth book, Peer Review. I said Peer 1. It is my vision that this program design will help to promote a climate that allows for the progression of respect for self and others, personal goals, and high expectations, personal accountability for one's actions, a strong work ethic, well-earned pride in accomplishments, and an understanding of how academic achievements can lead to expanded career options. Further, this program will work to provide a mass amount of opportunities for linkages to community resources and parental involvement that will help to create strong bonds and strengthen existing relationships for at-risk youth that have delinquency problems and increase the number of positive role models in their life. So that is the goal of my program that I would like to draw a needs assessment for. I think that that was all of the notes that I wrote down. So I think that there's a major need for this, and I'm not sure if we're going to be doing a needs assessment later on in this class, but I think it is really important, and I'm actually excited about doing it because I think an after-school program will be needed in urban, communities. I know me being a teenage mother myself prior, there was not a lot of programs that I had for my children, for me to continue on with my education, for me to continue on with work, for me to continue on with anything that I needed to do. And plus, when I did have time, I would have loved to, do things with my child, as far as after school programs and be involved with things that they're involved in. So it is fair to say that parents, it may seem like some parents don't want to be involved in their children's lives, but, in some of the school districts that I have been in, communication, it's a communication issue because some school districts think that the parents don't care, and they do, and some don't. Some parents don't care, and they need to be, still notified of their child's, what they're doing and the things that they're involved in. So I think a program and a needs assessment to see first what the social workers of the school think the need is, what in the problem, that they're having in their community, the principals, maybe the school psychologists, maybe a few teachers, and then even speaking to the students with this needs assessment eventually, and the parents, seeing what they need. What are they struggling with? What do they need help with? I know with some of the new math nowadays, I know I don't understand the new math that my son brings home. So parents do want to be involved, but there's things that they don't understand. There's things that they didn't learn when they were in school that they do want to learn. So I think it's very important. I think it's very needed. Looking up different ways to conduct the study through research and peer review articles. It will be my major resource, to see how it works, because these kind of things work best when they're evidence-based. So I think that the peer review articles will help me with that. And I actually just really, really look forward to seeing the outcome of this study and this need, to see where I can help, where I can develop a family life education plan incorporated in the after school program. And who knows, it might, after school turn into something, which will be very, very exciting if it did actually turn into a 501c3 program or federally grant funded program. So that will be really amazing, and it will really be advantageous for these communities. So I thank you for your time, for listening. I really enjoyed doing this presentation. I was really, really nervous, but as I began to finish talking, I felt really comfortable. And I think this is a good assignment. It allows you to get comfortable with speaking. It allows you to gather your information to talk about it, because you may need to talk about it to a school principal or, someone that helps you to finish out your research or help you with your research, so you can promote it, you know, and get some more information of it. So this was a good assignment. Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to hear the rest of the students and to my professor when I submit this to her. I hope that I did this right. Have a good day.